Hey neighbors, welcome to season 3 of Initiative Coffee Company presents The Bards Tale.
Featuring Bards.
I hate you. We are, hopefully you had the opportunity to check on some of the other programming we've been doing. We started our morning live show, Rise and Roll, talking about tabletop news. We've been on a couple of different places as well. You can check out our time on Dragon Talk that we did in October. As well as some other things. That's for the benefit of the YouTube crowd.
Yeah.
Because this won't be posted until November.
Don't scare me like that. I don't keep track of time.
That's not surprising, actually. Hopefully, you guys have had a nice break from watching us stumble our way through our homebrew Sending of the Glass Shores. If you're watching us on YouTube and not Twitch, you'll notice that we have some new kind of formatting stuff. We've got a new title card, we've got some new music, and we've got new table assignments because I like to exercise control.
He sure does.
I do. It's true. Last season, on the Bard's Tale, we looked into an endeavor that the centaurs had put upon you all.
The horse people.
The horsemen and horsewomen.
Horses.
Sure.
Boy pony.
They had an issue with some individuals from a culty serpentine empire that were desecrating their holy site, and the intrepid adventurers went to stop that, and kind of did, I guess.
No.
Kind of?
You stopped them from summoning the great serpent spirit.
Yeah,
They
but
summoned someone else
something
instead.
worse.
It's not ideal.
We don't know that it's worse.
It killed the serpent. It's more powerful.
But
Because that's how power
the
works.
power of friendship always.
It's true. The power of friendship could overwhelm all of the darkness about to consume you.
We care.
Caring is parent. Caring is sharing? No, that's backwards.
Let's just go with yes.
Sure. So we left off with the death of an empire, more or less, or not an empire, but a small group of cultists within an empire, as well as the arrival of something terrible and frightening.
It was a big Batman.
He
A literal Batman.
landed long enough to say the word progeny before he flew off in a huff.
Was it a huff? Was he like...
It was
And a
abrupt.
huff?
Maybe not a huff,
Okay,
but abrupt.
Because that makes him seem like he went, progeny!
Well,
and then flew away.
never.
No. He was like, sniffed around. It was like,
Dog.
progeny. And it was like, "Rah!" and flew away.
Scurry!
I did some reviewing and saw the end of season 2 again.
Yeah.
And Skylark, I need you to make a death save because you said that you were going to be making death saves all through the break until season 3 began. That was the end of season 2. So I need you to go ahead and make one.
What have I done?
Oh, please heal me.
Oh.
No, because I said I healed anybody after that.
No.
Let him
Not on stream.
Let
Oh,
him make one
all right.
and then heal him.
Make your save, then I'll heal you.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Oh, look, you made your
I
save and he heals you.
succeeded.
Perfect.
Done.
Boom, you're
And I
alive.
rolled a 20. Take all your health back. That's not how it works.
not
That's
how that
how it
works.
works.
That's
I
cute,
know.
though. So we, you have in front of you an empty camp.
Let's use it to sleep.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
No, there's a portal to terribleness.
Is the portal
The
closed?
portal is closed now.
Okay.
Point of order. Point of fact, it is closed. The one thing came through with the other thing that was dead. And now
Did
it's
we
gone.
just watch a god get murdered?
Maybe?
You're not sure.
I feel like
I mean, of all the people, you would be
I was
the
gonna
most
say,
sure.
I would know.
God is a tricky term. Maybe
Quotations.
not God, but definitely like
Powerful otherworldly
higher.
being?
Yes, definitely a powerful otherworldly being.
P-O-B.
Is there anything I would know about this thing what's dead now that I should, like, harvest? Like, does it have, like, really hard scales or super great poison? I mean, it is a god. So.
Can
Roll
I
a history check.
Can I cast like identify on that? Would that?
No, it's not like a magic item,
I
and it's not
mean,
like a spell effect.
Yes.
19.
You seem
Actually,
to
it'd be more than
recall
No.
its
Am I proficient?
venom
I'm not proficient. So I can
is
add half of
probably very potent.
that. Okay.
However, you don't know how to harvest it appropriately.
I'm a fucking snake person. How do I not know how to harvest venom?
You've never had to suck
You've
the
never
poison
had
out.
to do it. I
It's
don't
a
know.
demon.
It's also
Alright.
from the abyss, so who knows?
That's fair.
Does it look in addition to his queries, does it look particularly like if I were to like shave its skin off, would that be useful anyway?
No. Funny thing about snakes is their skin is not particularly strong because
Oh,
they
dang
shed
it.
it often.
I knew that about real snakes.
Yeah.
but you know, he's
And
a
now your
he's a
character
god
knows it about
snake.
snake guys.
So
Indeed.
gotta double
You can
check.
make a lot of belts, though, right? Belts.
You
don't-
could make tons of belts
Well, I'm thinking.
and sell them at the standard price for belts.
I was thinking more along the lines of for Drokar back in the Cold Forge because he prefers to use animal bits.
Sure, that's true. You could probably get him a large amount of snake leather.
I would like to try.
I'm gonna help.
I need a survival check. With advantage,
because
'cause one of them
I'm
is
doing
helping.
it and he's helping.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Yeah, so
My
unfortunately...
intentions are good.
Your intentions are great. and
I
you
got a
kinda cut
15
in.
to help with.
Yeah, that's why she got advantage.
Oh, okay.
You kind of cut into this thing, and you carve out like a square. You're like, I did it! There's still like most of a corpse, and your square is still attached to like bones. You're like, it's skinned, right? And everybody kind of looks at you and they're like, no, that's not how
okay.
you do that.
Whatever, my intentions are good.
Gross.
Intention is all that matters.
Seems like something you'd know how to do.
No,
Yeah.
not always.
I looked at it and I was like, you're not doing that right at all.
He
But-
absolutely knew that that was not how it's done.
But
Oops.
I'm not going to touch it.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
I don't. How are we describing Scooby snacks?
And by that I mean, I don't know, 5 gold.
Oh, has she ruined the leather on this creature?
She definitely has.
Sure, I'll harvest whatever is left.
She was like,
Well, I'm sorry, I thought this was like a giant thing.
It is.
So she ruined the leather on a part of it.
She ruined a lot. She rolled a 6. Like
I
she
didn't do a
ruined
great
a
job.
lot of leather.
Is there
She
enough
was like-
leather for me to take back and have someone make into a sweet ass cloak?
Yes.
That's what I want.
she
to
was
do.
like,
Can we
what you
flip it
got?
over?
yeah, flip it over.
Do the other
I'll make a
Just
cloak
use
out of
the
like
bottom
the
half.
cheek
Yeah,
meat.
like
I
whatever.
mean, yeah, like a sweet ass jacket.
Okay.
You
That's what I
gotta
want.
make all
I'll-
the cuts first.
I'll grab like
before-
the base of what I assume is the cheek meat, and I'll be like, hold this, and
Yeah.
have him like pull it taut.
Like it's like a snake bottom with like a human torso and arms, and then like a serpent face, but like bigger.
I just imagined a giant trog door.
Okay. With 2
It's
human
not
arms.
that, but
All right. So I have him pulling. Is he? He's helping essentially
helping.
because I'm telling him what to do.
sure.
I'm helping.
Do better.
Oh.
He did better.
He did
My,
better.
Spicy.
my stats are right here. Here we go. Survival, you said?
Yes.
23.
After the failure the first time,
I'm
you,
watching now.
Get 3 yards of snake deity fabric,
Wow.
leather
Ooh.
stuff. Snake, serpent warrior, spirit guardian, who knows? You probably don't know the term deity.
Snake bits. Big snake
like-
bits.
Sure. Snake outsider.
I'll fold
bit.
him up real neat.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
like,
cut this off a big snake.
there you go.
It's true, a big snake man.
Have 5 gold.
Chink.
Thanks for the help.
You earn 5 gold.
Anytime.
Congratulations. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do in this awful camp?
Ooh,
I'd like to wash now. I'm going to rinse my hands off. Not here. Not here.
yeah.
I'm going to pull out my water skin
my
and step away
God.
from the river. I just realized where we are.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'd like
it's
to
been a bit of a day.
answer.
I'm actually thinking we should probably haul this away from the sacred water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if is this thing too big for all of us to move as like a group?
What are your combined strength scores? Because maybe.
Probably 8.
Mine's at 2.
Yeah.
I got a +1.
I have
Hey,
plus
that's
3.
nothing.
So 2. And
plus 1.
so a
bonus.
total of +3 between the
Yeah,
5 of you.
I doubt it.
It's not terrible.
We could
I-
be
I have-
lucky.
So it's like the equivalent of one strong man.
Perhaps
Who's got the
we-
+2?
I've got a
Me.
mage hand.
Make a strength check. Mage hand carries 10 pounds.
Yeah, but it'll help.
No.
No, no, it's not. Like
I think technically 15.
Um,
Because for jack of all trades, you use half but then round down, right?
Yeah.
So 3 would be 1.5, but you round down.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's a 15.
How far are you looking to get this thing?
Just so that its fluid won't wind up in the water. Like as it
Yeah,
gradually
you can drag it like
decomposes.
far enough away from that. You
Okay.
assume like the wild native animals.
I don't
will
want to
eat it.
come back here in a year because all of their new babies come out with snake eyes.
That'd be weird.
Like that's I don't want to be dealing with that in a year. Don't write that down.
He wrote it down. You've done it.
Come on.
I moved them away from the water, Brian.
Does
Just a bunch of
anybody-
horses with like slithery pits.
Nobody has
shut
like
up
a
with
Gallop
with
with
snake
limp
arms.
rims. Yeah.
No,
For once, reward my
we're not
forethought.
druids.
You still have inspiration from the food.
We do.
No one used that. I give you guys inspiration, and you don't even use it.
It's so rare.
I
We
marked
forget.
it on my sheet on DnD.
This is a new sheet, so I forgot.
It's also a new day, so you.
Yeah, so there you go.
This is the down. Well, it's not a
No,
new
it's the
day.
same day.
It's the
Yeah.
same day.
Well, so then would I just use inspiration to move it farther? I'm confused.
You
How
can use your inspiration to roll again.
I feel like I probably won't roll better.
All right. Well, then don't use it. I don't know what to tell you. You get it far enough away that you're pretty sure that.
Once I get it far enough away that I'm pretty sure, I want to keep moving it a little further.
You can't because you're not strong enough.
Can I get the horse to help me?
Yeah.
Sebastian's
There's
not
no
here.
horse. First of
I
all,
think
Sorry,
Sebastian.
Sebastian's a pony.
Apologies.
Second of all, Sebastian's on the other side of the river. Would you like him to try to cross the slippery tree bridge?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, he's apparently a very good swimmer. So,
He is Sebastian the swimming horse.
Pony.
I like horse.
but he's not a horse.
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
All right.
There's a difference.
Fine.
I suppose we could just like clean up. There are other snake people bodies.
I wanted to confirm that there aren't any UNT that are still alive.
I think your brother took care of him.
Confirm.
Well, no. If I find one that's alive, I will.
I will
Confirm that
kill it.
notion.
No.
You can
Well-
interrogate him.
Heal him up and send him on his way.
No, there are none alive.
Ah.
Any that you didn't kill as a group, your brother took care of. I mean, there are very
Yeah.
few bodies left
I know.
at this point.
He slaughtered a bunch of lizard people and then
His friends ate.
snake people, and his friends ate them.
Yeah,
And then he left before I could tell him how much
That
I
was
loved him.
gross.
it's true. He did.
I want to search the camp and see what usable resources they have here.
Sure.
And then, if once I've gathered those usable resources, I want to pose to the group,
We burn them.
should we burn this place?
Yes.
First, roll an investigation check.
This is a sacred place.
Yeah, I would also like to.
Centaurs.
4.
You find some tents.
I'm interested in kind of the ritualistic. Like, did the shamany guy have any sort of like special items or?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Sure.
And break
Ritualistic daggers.
Wow, I sure got a 1. But if you add to that, it's an 8.
You find a dagger.
Dagger.
That's it.
It's like curvy shape,
Ooh.
like crooked, like.
Ooh.
And you find a book, but you don't know the language.
Cool. Okay.
What languages do you speak?
I speak.
It's right up your alley, Iona.
I don't think I added all my languages to
She
here
know
yet.
the book.
I know I speak Common, Elvish, Primordial, and
Sylvan?
Sylvan.
Sylvan. Is that different than Elvish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you speak
It might be
Glasshore's Common.
Celestial. Yes, I speak.
Useful.
Yes.
Sure. No,
Both
you don't
common.
recognize the language.
Okay.
You know who might?
Why would I know that?
You wouldn't.
You would. That's the point.
Wow.
He like looks over your shoulder and he's like, "Oh, that's an interesting paragraph. How do you know how to read this?" I don't.
It just looks interesting.
It just looks interesting.
It looked long. It looked like a long paragraph.
I like the shape of the words.
and
on the
everyone
page.
knows that the longer the paragraph, the more interesting it is.
I'm a big fan of block quotes.
Well, if anybody would be able to read this, it's probably me. So I'll keep it for later.
Okay.
So I'm all for
That hubris.
all for burning it, but I think maybe we should consult with the centaurs.
The other thing you see is a terrible amount of dead grass and foliage around this ritual circle.
Oh.
Maybe, I mean, it's made of metal and is thin and can be covered too.
You don't.
I don't. All the grass
Can
is
be
dead.
used to cover food.
Foil. All of the grass is
Strange.
very dead. And
Like
very
around where the
dry.
circle was?
Oh no.
Yes, and you
That's not
see, it looks like the epicenter is in two huge footprint, like boot prints.
Oh.
Like where the guy
have-
landed?
Like where what's his face happened.
Boots, like it was wearing shoes.
Oh.
Can
Let's say yes.
Yeah, there are shoes
Almost
under
as
this.
though it had a radius of death around it.
if I
Could be.
rolled an Arcana check, would I be able to tell if a dispel magic would?
An
remove
Arcana
any
check might be
wounds?
able to tell you if that would remove any wounds.
Look at me using skills and knowledge for 14.
And dispel magic would not remove Wooge. This is like a done thing.
This
It's
is
not-
bad.
did.
It's not like emanating
It's like
further.
salted ground.
It's a dead
It's
zone.
not like it's emanating further like badness.
Okay.
But like
The
this is
Wooge
gonna
has
be this
definitely
way for a
wooged.
while, unless there's some sort of other intervention, whether that's druids,
Why
which
don't-
maybe you know, or maybe you don't, and maybe you left in a town.
Did
yeah.
leave
Did
in
leave
town. Yeah.
Did
Did
do
not
that.
bring. Did forget friend.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't touch this. Nobody touch this.
I wasn't
Perhaps
planning
we
to.
could put up small. You're dead.
Roll a Constitution save.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
Nothing happens.
Oh, you're lucky.
You feel spicy.
Do you want us to put up little tiny pickets that say,
Yeah.
do not walk on the grass?
No,
Landmine
yes,
here.
that's absolutely what I'm
doing
going to
that.
spend a small amount of time doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just putting up like
Okay.
a little fence.
A small
adorable.
It
fence.
says no.
No. All right. Well, while she's putting up a small fence that says no, what are the rest of you doing, having not found much of value?
I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, I think we should just get the hell out of here.
What did I feel, if anything, when it said progeny?
Itchy.
Have you had dalliances with this man?
I want-
Is that why you're
Like,
itchy?
do you remember when you were wearing gloves that were treated with a water elemental,
Do I?
and it made you very uncomfortable? You felt like that, but all over.
Can I get closer to the site and see if it triggers anything?
Feel itchy.
Do you want to get closer to the site and see if it triggers anything?
Yeah.
Then yes.
I said it.
Then yes.
Oh, then I get closer.
How close are you getting?
I mean, I'm gonna step within I'm gonna step over her fence.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk
You're
into the
gonna
dead
bypass
grass
the
area.
fence.
And get up to like the boot prints maybe.
Okay. How are you going to?
I would like.
How are you attempting to interact with?
I kind of want to get a closer
Spook.
look. Like it seems odd that an otherworldly being has footwear to me. I don't know. That's just my thinking. So
All right.
You
I'd
see,
like
you see a
to.
giant Nike logo?
Nike.
Yeah.
Just Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
like
no vowels.
I want to get a closer look at like maybe the dirt. Like the grass is dead. Is the earth itself changed?
It looks like. It looks less able to sustain. I mean, you're the children.
So
You're
like
the
clay.
child of druids, right?
Right.
So like you recognize like essentially salted ground when you see it. Like this isn't going to sustain a good deal of. Like it's going to be a while before this specific location where these 2 boot prints is going to grow grass, right? Like the dead zone around it will probably grow over the next couple of weeks. But like these 2 boot prints are going to be here a while.
Is the dead, does it reach the shore?
No.
Okay.
That's good.
It's like basically the ring that he was casting that ritual in. Like that is the size
Can I grab a clump of it off and like break it apart in my hands and see
of
it?
the boot print,
Yeah.
or sure. Make a Constitution save.
7.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you look down and you're kind of holding it in your glove or in your
Glove,
hand?
yeah.
Okay. And kind of holding it, and you start to look as like the stitching and the fingers around your glove starts to like fray,
Okay.
and you kind of see like
Everything it touches dies.
it looks like a claw
Yeah.
coming
Okay. So I
through the glove.
flick it off and get my bad gloves.
Okay.
And I'll put them over the good gloves.
Sure.
But like I'll like look at that and
Sure.
look at one of those and just be like, oh no, flap flap.
Great. So you went from it on your hand to patting down your hips then?
Uh-oh.
On like
I mean, maybe.
Just let it happen.
I'll just let's
Oh,
I
all
dust
right.
it off like
That's-
that. And,
That's better. Okay,
And then
that's fine.
glove.
Good deal.
Okay.
Sure. That's fine. I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
I just want to verify.
No, thank
Right?
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We
I'm
need
gonna
to
back
go
away
and
slow from
Sure.
this because
Sure. So this is like you know when you cast your spells and it has like an effect, right? And when you cast your like more powerful spells, it has a little bit more of an effect. This was more abrupt than you're used to even. Like generally it goes slower. It's like a slower like progression to
He's straight up Wolfman.
change. But like, I mean, you had a hand and then you had a claw because you were touching dirt. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty substantial.
sure.
we should warn the centaurs that a giant bat creature has been unleashed upon the island.
You get the idea that it's probably not on the island.
It flew
Like, you
away.
know the size of this island?
And
It
gone.
flew to the north and it went real high. So, like, it might be on this island, it might not be, but if it is, it's far away from here. You know, like, it's not. This is a big island, but it was flying high enough that, like, you're pretty sure it went further north to some of the larger, like, northern, like, there are land masses up there on the glass shores that are much
That's
larger.
not necessarily better.
I mean, it's better for the centaurs, right?
Yes.
Like,
Well, let's go back.
Yeah, we should go. This
are you gonna leave the tents? You're gonna take the tents with you?
Burn it
it
all.
seemed everybody else wanted to leave them up until we spoke to the centaurs, no?
Roll an insight, somebody.
The centaurs will not be able to come back here.
They
22.
can't. Centaurs don't come.
Right. So you recognize that tents are not, in fact, people. And inanimate objects don't have souls per se, so you could probably just like, if you
Guys.
wanted.
No, because then we're gonna wind up back here because their next generation of babies is gonna be born half tent and half snake.
Well, we made him
He's
writing
canvas.
it down.
They're gonna have canvassy skin
Tent.
and tent
hold on, hold
poles
on.
for limbs.
Centaurs.
You wouldn't let me use a horse costume, but you're writing that down?
He's being facetious.
We'll see. We'll see.
Guys,
Maybe their hides will just be even more leathery. You don't know.
Right.
I think
Burlappy.
it's okay to leave the tents and stuff. They are, after all, not people and not in danger of infecting future centaur progeny.
Point of order.
Yes.
I was in the burn it all to the ground camp.
No.
So why don't we just burn it all to the ground? Controlled, burns, not just like light it and walk away while it. But, there's a bunch of dead bodies. We don't want their souls winding up in the river. Let's just burn them.
Okay.
So let's take all the tents down and put them in a pile.
With
Yeah.
what fuel? We'll have to make a
I got
giant
oil.
funeral
I got
pyre.
oil.
It would take.
I got oil.
He got oil.
But that's
I
going
got
to be
you.
an unpleasant smell.
Yeah, for not us, we're leaving.
What else would create
You
a
can't
better
leave a
pleasure?
fire unattended
We're
in the
going
wild.
That's fair.
How big's your
You can
fence?
summon a celestial bear to take care of it. It'll be fine.
That's the best kind of bear.
Give him like a hat.
Name him.
Suspenders.
Name him Gary.
be
Everyone knows,
wearing
everyone
pants,
knows
but
that
they'll be
if,
wearing
that if an
suspenders
animal
for
wears
some
people clothes,
Sure.
it means they're smart. So we give him suspenders and a hat.
That's
He,
not
he
true.
knows what
Don't
to
put
do.
dogs in sweaters. That's a crime.
Well, only if they're breeds that don't need them.
Okay, all
Okay.
for burning.
Earning.
You're outnumbered, Sky.
If it gets out of
Super.
control, there's
Don't you
Water.
have control and dominion over water and air?
yes.
Gust
Then
of
we're
wind.
fine.
Yeah, gust of wind to
Gust of
blow the fire
into more of the
across the flame.
Oh no.
All right, let's
So yeah,
burn
we
this.
gather it up, put it in a small pile, or as contained a pile as we can. And
So
burn.
who is lighting the fire?
He's got the oil.
I'll do it. I got the oil.
Make me a survival check.
6.
Forest is on
Oh
fire.
no.
Forest is on fire.
I'm supervising the construction of the fire.
How badly is this going to go? You know what? Just because I want to move on.
Wait, no, do it because I want the bad thing to happen and then I want to
No.
do a thing. But make your choices. You're the DM.
It starts to get out of control a little. Ellipsis.
Prestidigitation.
I was also
All right,
going to
that's
prestidigitate if that happens. So
Yes.
team prestidigitation.
Yeah.
There's.
Knock
Well,
that
I
I
stuff
forgot
out.
all of you are bards. So there's enough prestidigitation among the 5 of you that you can manage to make a sustained but safe fire with which to burn the remaining corpses and tents.
I like to
The
imagine.
corpses too, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I like to imagine that like you go up close, you light it. It does that thing where people are stupid and put too much lighter fluid in, and it like whoosh,
Oh, my
it
hair.
blows up back at you. You lose all the hair on this arm.
He doesn't lose all the hair on that arm, but make a perception check.
There's like a little flame in his eyebrow.
That's a 15.
You do notice that he used to have eyebrows, but right now he
Awesome.
doesn't.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we like pat you down,
Fits
and
the
then
rest
we
of my baldness.
Sure. Yeah.
we bring you to the spell's range and go, and like poof, a tiny little flame just starts and grows slowly in a nice control.
I was trying to do it the fun way.
This is not.
Let's just get a bunch of
I don't
oil.
like fun.
Yeah,
All
I know.
right.
Jesus. Okay, you have
Alright.
successfully dealt with this camp, as far as you know, and these people probably.
Let's go back.
I love the as far as you knows and the probablys.
Well, you don't know what'll happen. I don't know what'll happen yet.
Life is a mystery filled with chaos.
Sometimes you get cancer. I don't know.
Okay.
Jesus.
You all
A
die
big
of
leap
cancer.
from burning down camps to now you have cancer.
Maybe.
Jesus.
So
The cleric has bad news.
Let's go back to the centaurs.
This is what I've been
It's gonna
saying.
be a day and a half to get back.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys are gonna slowly cross the bridge.
Yes.
Are you gonna leave the bridge up? I guess is the other question.
No.
Shouldn't we?
No, they made it.
The Leonti
The
did?
snake people didn't make the bridge.
Yeah.
Can we light the bridge on fire
That
and let-
too.
No, it's wet on a log. Like
I mean,
it's a big tree that's mostly like it's just barely dead.
I mean, if I could move a snake god, I can hoist up a.
No.
Iona, do you have anything for this?
I could sure. Let me see about.
This is outside my realm.
Only celestial bears can prevent soul fires. Oh, Josh, you are the best.
So here's what I want to do.
Here's what you want to do.
He's wearing suspenders and a hat.
I want to use wall of water
There you go.
Okay.
to create a wall of water underneath the bridge so that it will lift up and float
Sure.
over the side of the
Make an
waterfall.
Arcana check with advantage.
Great. That would be. What's 7 plus 6, everyone?
13.
Great. So it's a 23.
All right.
Math.
So you
That makes me nervous.
you like cast this wall of water spell, and it lifts this tree, and the roots are still holding a little bit, and you're like, no. You're like, behold the power of the sea! And the root like snaps, and like the wall pivots the root end of the tree toward the waterfall, and you hear a cacophonous amount of pain as not pain, but it's very loud and very booming, I guess, as the tree hits many rock faces on its way down to the bottom of this waterfall.
Love it.
And you're not sure, like, the status of the tree down there. Hopefully it didn't dam things up, but if it did, that's not your problem.
We came here to do what we
Did.
did.
And just to verify, you did this after you all crossed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
No, we gotta take the long.
This isn't
way
Looney
back.
Tunes,
She did it
Brian.
as the last two of us are like walking across the tree.
It's like, hey,
Now the centaur is going to be bark skin.
that's
Oh, that's a bonus.
plus marks.
That's plus 2 to AC, y'all.
But they can't benefit from armor. It's like being a total.
What horrible chimera of a centaur have we created?
Back in the
It's
year,
part
find
tent,
out.
part
What
snake,
what have we
and
done?
part tree.
What have we done?
Reach
Hey.
into my pack, pull out a little sugar, so they're nice.
Unlike tents, trees are living things, so we'll see.
Hey, if y'all like to do fan art, thanks for putting the camera on me, Dave. If y'all like to do fan art, please make this nightmare creation for us, and we will send you a pound of coffee.
Are you paying for that?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, cool.
Ah.
Nah, just kidding. We'll send you a pound of coffee, I guess.
Yeah.
Really, though, let's
We
go.
have to.
It's not expensive coffee, Brian. What a deal.
What a deal.
It's so
Where's your
affordable.
coffee go?
Did I mention it's delicious?
It is premium.
For the price, premium coffee.
The quality is very good.
This has
for the
gotten
price
much too
point.
silly. Move
I don't.
on.
Yeah.
To disappear.
You start
Puppies.
heading through the forest to. How about stick
Grandmother's
figure
house?
fan art? Yeah. Okay, Josh. I dig it. Yeah. It's part tree. Stick works.
Do it.
I'm all
Yeah.
for it.
I
Make it
should
happen.
say we will pick our favorite.
Yeah.
And
Josh runs a thing called Intelligame, and if you're not watching
Hey.
Intelligame, you
I know that. I know that thing.
hey,
That sounds
Brian,
neat, Josh.
in my mind's eye,
yes.
Okay.
there's just a blockage, but I feel like 4 numbers. What?
God, Elise.
No, I'm not giving you my pin on that on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
If you need to get into Brian's iPad, it's 6969.
It's. I mean, yeah. It's totally.
And I'm going to inscribe them on my mind's eye so that I don't have to ask again.
I don't know
How about you
even
just
get to
turn it
that.
off? Like turn the password off.
I should do that.
He
wrote
wrote
it
it down
down.
for you. With his mind brain. And his hand.
And in my head, I'm just hearing the
Thank
Benny Hill
you.
Chase theme right now.
Watch Fred and Ethel Merman tackle an iPod.
Sure. So you guys are gonna head back to Centaur Camp?
Yes.
You do so. It takes a day and a half.
Great.
There are no more Yuan-Ti encounters.
There are no.
I'm
Hooray!
gonna drop the pretense of calling them snake folk because
Sure.
they're Yuan-Ti and everybody knows they're Yuan-Ti. And I've seen 8 streams this week where they call them Yuan-Ti and no one yells at them about using
The word Yanti.
the word Yuan-Ti.
Yet.
Maybe
You
we'll
could
be
be
the
the
first. Maybe we'll be the
Yeah.
first. I like to be a trendsetter.
Being yelled at would mean attention.
That's exactly.
It would mean somebody's watching.
Oh look, we've drawn the attention of anyone.
That would mean that more than Josh is here.
Hi,
Josh
Jeff.
is enough.
Josh, we love you.
But Josh isn't going to call us out on it.
That's true.
Josh is all I
Josh is a cool dude. I
That's true.
presume.
You don't know him, but
I presume.
he's a cool dude.
He's watching us. He's
Josh is
college
my
with me.
friend.
got to be pretty cool.
Moving
He
on.
was my friend first.
You've never met Josh. Never mind. I'm not getting into this.
Thank you, for that, Josh. Just by existing, you made that
I'm
happen.
not even real friends with Josh.
Sure. You get to Yanti, or a centaur. Yeah, sorry, that would have been.
Oh
very
God.
It's already
Would have
happening.
been a very different scenario.
We just like strut in like we own the place, and there's a bunch of Yanti.
It's an alternate world. Did you deal with the centaurs for us? Oh yeah.
What happened while we
Threw
made
him
our
over
way
the
back?
river.
That would be awesome if that happened. And we're suddenly
so-
evil.
Cairn is there. Smoothheart.
Yay!
The Smoothheart tribe is there.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Isn't
Yeah.
that? Wait, what?
Yee.
The Smoothheart tribe.
They're the tribe that we were dealing with.
Oh,
Karen is the envoy,
okay.
and Kanash
I was like,
is the
isn't
chief.
it?
Ganache Kate is the chief, and Karen is a representative of the Smoothheart
Sure.
tribe.
Okay.
Karen.
This is also the tribe that Karen. This is also the tribe that Ray spent a good deal of time with.
Where is Ray?
Ray is quiet and pensive, and
He's thinking about
thinking very
he's thinking-
hard,
he's
as
thinking
well as
about
collecting poop mushrooms.
that also. He's thinking about what he's going to cook for us later.
Is there any business you'd like to endeavor with?
I mean, I'm assuming we should let them know. everything.
Sure.
Inform them
So,
that
What would you like to tell them?
I let them know that we took care of it. We burned the bodies up there. We made sure nothing got into your ceremonial
Your
stream.
sanctimonial.
Your sanctimonial
I
river.
mean, it's
Your
like
super judgy river.
sacrilegious.
Nothing got in your water. We did everything we could to make sure that no one died in there. So your bloodline should be pure.
Were you successful in
Yes.
ensuring
Yes.
no one
Yes.
died in there, or
Yes.
did you
We
just
were.
do everything you could?
Well,
No.
we
No one died
we
in
did
the
everything
river.
we could,
Both.
and everything we
You
could.
were both
was
successful, and
successful.
you did everything you could.
Yes, I just
All right.
wanted you to know we didn't half-ass it. We
We
whole-assed
used our
it,
whole
and we're
asses.
successful.
Didn't expect that you did, but thank you.
There is a large area that seems to be cursed. So I wouldn't go inside of it. I did put up a small fence for your benefit.
How large
don't-
an area?
Oh, like, she uses her arms like wider than my arm span can go.
You'll know when you
Perhaps
see it.
like
Oh wait, you guys don't go up
A
there.
15-foot circle?
It doesn't
Yeah.
interfere with the waterfall or anything. It's outside of it.
No, it's an eyesore, but
It'll grow back eventually.
Yeah.
eventually, in like a
What-
1,000 years,
What
probably.
caused this? Did you say curse?
The
It's not cursed.
Snake people-
It's just dead.
were trying to perform a ritual to summon their god, which they did. But their god was then slain by an even
Different god?
greater monster,
Oh, wonderful!
which then flew far away.
This is better.
But he landed, and where he landed, it went poof,
Yeah.
and everything's a little
Oh.
dead.
But it'll grow back.
But some of us touched it, and we're still alive. So we presume it just killed the ground.
For a while.
It'll grow back.
Oh, it's a funny story when you put it that way.
Is it? I don't.
I think I'm going to back up and just stay within earshot. But I'm going to make sure that if we have to make a swift exit because of all the sharing we're doing,
I really wanted to know
that
more
I'm out
about
first.
this, though. Did your women suddenly become with child in the past few hours?
What?
that's not how it-
Sky, Sky,
not
that's
how it
an
happens.
impolite question. That's that's not polite. That's not your
don't-
business.
What? Wait, what?
He assumed that because we fixed it, now all of your women will get pregnant because of the way the stream works.
No,
but
no one's died
yeah.
in the last few. No, we put our dead in the river,
Okay.
and the river brings us.
So when a mommy centaur and a
New
daddy
life.
centaur love each other very
Stop.
much,
Oh, no.
Later.
20 feet. 20 more feet.
Okay.
It's not like an immediate thing.
When
Because
a mommy,
that would be something
we're,
to
we're
behold.
over here. And you're just
I
like,
mean,
Just
thanks. I guess. I don't want to judge you for what you're into, especially if it's
I-
us.
when a mommy centaur and a daddy centaur love each other very much,
Uh-huh.
they take a dead body and they throw it into the river.
This is what I'm
And that
saying.
brings them a
But
baby.
there haven't been
fascinating.
any new dead people in the river for a while, so
It's not like you decide. Like
Right.
the ritual is not like we want kids. Let's murder someone.
Oh, okay.
It's like a community type ritual. Like
That would be really interesting if that's the way.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
that could happen.
Time to go murder.
I'm sorry, Kanashkate. I can sense you're flustered by my questions.
It's
I just curious.
a little bit.
But the important thing is that we've helped
We fixed
your
it.
people
We
to
did the
cleanse your sacred
Yeah,
waterfall.
yes. Getting back on track. Yes, we collectively, we, the royal
Royal
we,
we.
as well as all of us standing before you, appreciate the work that you've done in freeing us from the potential for blight, curse,
No.
and terrible,
Still-
terrible death.
We can't
Lord,
guarantee
yes.
that the UNT will not return, but I think they have an incentive not to, considering what we've witnessed.
You indicated that the whole purpose of their ceremony is no longer at issue because it's dead. So
That's true.
That's true.
So yeah, they shouldn't come back.
You're welcome. Is what
you
we're getting
also
at.
indicated that you were not the one to kill the thing.
Nope.
Okay.
That's accurate.
All right. Well,
No, it was a giant bat.
a
man.
giant Batman.
Not
Not a man bat, but a Batman.
We
It
didn't
had
really get a
wings,
good look at it.
and it was
Wings.
very
I've heard
dark.
it both ways. The point is,
Did it look like me?
it's done. So
Cool.
it's done. Everything's better now. Let's go
Let's
home.
put a period on that sentence and go home.
You know what? That probably seems like the best course of action. We're kind of a private people, and it was a gamble with the other tribes to allow you here in the first place. So,
We're glad it paid off.
your boat is to the south, I believe. Do you require assistance getting there?
We should be okay,
Should
I
be
think.
fine.
I'm assuming because you're a private people, this should probably this whole thing just stays between us.
I mean,
It was
we don't
between
have
the-
secrets. It doesn't. I don't care.
Cool.
But if more people come to the island, they'll be executed more than likely.
What if
They'll run afoul of our customs.
What if we come back to
Okay.
the island? Like when
One
we
man
leave, are we
watches
never
the other.
welcome back?
No, you're fine. You
Oh,
come
okay.
with Ray.
Okay,
Ray
I-
is a member of our tribe.
I just wanted to be sure.
He is the only two-leg in our tribe. He's the only two-leg
What
in
an
any of the
honor.
tribes. You don't know the half of it. Don't ask him, or do ask him, what happened to his crew, who did not
Oh.
treat us so politely. Moving on. Your boat is to the south, and we have provided compensation. We've gone ahead and done our best to load it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Appreciate it.
Wonderful.
All right.
Tally ho. That's GTFO.
Great. You guys get to the boat and you get on it, I assume.
Yes.
And you,
What was our treasure? It was like a bunch of the mushrooms and stuff, wasn't it?
Well, that was for Ray.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that
for
was-
Ray.
Yeah.
You guys notice 2 crates filled with like thick, almost like sandbag textured mushroom caps.
Oh, those like
They're dried out and leathery.
yeah, those mushroom money.
Coin shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coin shrooms.
Coin shrooms.
You know that they're called thatch at this point.
That's right. We've been told it's thatch.
No eating.
They don't
What?
look appealing.
These are worth quite a bit.
It's very leathery and very.
I'm
About
kidding.
so 2 crates full. Like how many would you say that is? What's the conversion rate?
There's probably like 1,100 thatch,
Oh,
which is presumably a lot, but you don't know like,
We
like
still
nobody
haven't figured
in
out the conversion
Commonwealth is going to accept thatch
Yeah.
because they use
Gold.
money from the Imperium. However, I mean, this is
I
like
had a
a
connection
local
at that
trade.
one bar. Didn't I? Didn't we find a guy? It was like a
We
thieves
know it.
dude.
We know a dude.
A thieves
Or no,
dude?
not a criminal dude. A contact that I had. We had a fence, I thought, for the thatch.
No, you guys met.
That was Rat Tails.
Oh, that's
it was
what it
Rat
was.
Tails.
That's what
You
it was.
guys met someone in not Baton, what we're now calling Sanctuary,
The nameless village.
that had access to a trade network that could utilize it,
Oh.
That's right.
but not. They
Okay.
weren't like particularly interested in them.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So you're on a boat.
Woo!
Yay.
Ooh.
Let's hope that
Set
the way back
sail.
goes more uneventfully.
Well, we're not gonna pick up any more
What are you?
anything.
Speaking of, we haven't really resolved whether or not anyone's allowed to go in the cabin for any sort of reasons. Is the thing still in the cabin?
It's not still in the cabin.
Damn it. Okay.
Nah.
Whatever. Fine. I don't care.
Is your friend gone?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's always with her in her heart,
Probably
or
literally.
whatever fish have.
That might be true.
Probably literally.
I assume fish have hearts.
I don't know what
Fish
fucking
absolutely
Tritons
have
have.
hearts.
They do have hearts.
But how many? And which one?
37, and they're all on the left.
So go for the left side. Anytime we're
They're
fighting.
all left of the prior heart. There is no rightmost heart. It is an infinite puzzle.
You're a Rubik's Cube of hearts, apparently.
That's true.
Yes.
Great job.
But it's like Cube 2 Hypercube. They move on their own. That's right.
That was so
movie
many
movie
references.
references from 1998. Look at that.
Hoo boy.
Talk about the same movie for a year, and it finally comes up in a situation where you can make a joke about it. I'm so happy for you.
I'm glad we can make this happen for you.
You're on the boat. Is there any like thing you want to do? It's like 6 days back.
I'm gonna spend the first day staring wistfully over the side.
All right.
While you wistfully stare,
I'm gonna wistfully stare at the book that I just got.
I'm not gonna read it.
That doesn't change my response.
Yeah.
But are you gonna stand on the side of the boat as you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you hear a penny whistle.
Great. That's as much as you can do with that song before I have to.
I'm gonna work on the stitch work mentioned. So I'm gonna
Okay,
keep making-
make a intelligent. Do you have tailoring as a craft skill?
I have. No, I don't have tailoring. I was making more of the disguises for my disguise kit.
Oh, well, you have this guy's kit, so you have like the tools to do it. So make a proficient intelligence check.
I'm taking a brief aside.
We'll miss you. It's a 14.
14, then 17.
Yes, you stitch up your glove effectively. I assume you do it in private because your hand is still vaguely clawish.
I mean,
It's like going back slowly.
no, it always is. That's why the gloves stay on, right?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's becoming.
But I
less-
do it in private. You are
Yeah,
right.
All right. Like, fine.
Yeah.
What else are you guys doing? I
Um,
mean, I know what they're doing, wistfully and privately.
privately. I am probably just gonna hang out with the crew
Okay.
and ask them questions about ships because I'm going a little crazy on the boat. I'm tired of boats, ships.
You should not have come to an island nation.
I've
Yeah.
learned now.
Fair enough.
And it's been a lot of ships in a short amount of time, and I'd like to spend more than a month on land.
Okay. Sure. Skylar, what are you doing?
I'm tending to my pony, just sort of chatting everybody up and working on a new song about our adventure.
Oh, yay.
I'm thinking of the chorus who goes something like, "Over the ocean we've traveled so far, and now we know what the centaur."
All right. It's fine. It's fine. Is that spelled centaur or is that spelled cent?
My tombstone.
I'm sort of both. It's a play on words. Like,
No, I picked up on that. The pun, yeah. Are you suggesting that centaur are smelly animals?
No.
Did they have an odor? You tell me. You were there with them.
Oh, well, I
Maybe
mean,
they smell like horse.
they smell
Little
like
bit.
Sebastian a little bit.
All right, good enough. Fine.
Love it.
This may as well have happened. 4 days in, you notice that you're about to sail into a storm.
Oh,
Again.
no,
Yes.
no.
Are you standing on
Somebody
the
Make
bow?
a nature check.
Oh, I got that.
Go for it, Skylark.
19.
Sure. So you've seen some maps of the region, and it's peculiar because it's not like sun, drizzle, drizzle, downpour. It goes from like sun, nothing, to downpour, like a curtain. And like you think about it, and it strikes you that like when you like map out in your head where the colonies are, that this curtain occurs at the edge of where that map would be, as if like there's a perimeter of this storm
That's weird.
that is focused entirely over these colonies.
I'll point that out. I'll say, do you see how this storm is only affecting the colonized areas? It's very unusual and suggests that magic is at work.
Chris, I don't know what your character's going by today,
Call
but
him Mateus. It's fine.
Mateus, you when he points it out, you're like, oh yeah, that's absolutely right. This is not natural. Like you've
Okay.
grown up with druids, you know that like this isn't how weather works. There's typically like tapering off of storms.
I'm gonna direct my attention skyward and see if there's any weird cloud formation or.
There are cloud formations that are indicative of storms, but like it's tough to decide whether it's weird or not, because there's not like it's not like there's magic blue clouds. You know what I
The
mean?
clouds
Like
don't say surrender, Dorothy.
right. I mean, yeah. Like, they're clouds that are representative of a storm of this type.
Sure.
Did it get stormy while I was gone?
Yes,
And only on
unnaturally.
colonized areas.
Oh.
Is anyone able to like see magic
You mean in a detecty kind of way?
in
I
a
can detect magic.
in a
For 60
I didn't
feet.
learn that specific school of magic at the college kind of way,
Oh,
but I saw books on it.
no.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No.
Talking about if anybody can see magic, like we all have this ability to do it. We had to learn how to do it, and I didn't learn how to do it because it didn't interest me in any way.
He's asking if you have the detect magic spell.
I do. I cast it.
I can translate that. You can't
Yeah,
translate that.
that's.
I mean, that's what I asked.
You guys detect magic?
Yep.
Ritually or regularly?
I mean, we got time, so I
That's
guess
true.
ritually.
What's the range on detect magic?
It
30 feet.
is 30 feet.
Yeah. If this was, you have the idea that if this was a magic spell, and I'll tell you this because you're a lore bard and like magic is your thing, you would have to detect it at like the origin point, and this storm appears to be miles across, so there's no real way to like figure that out necessarily. You don't detect magic immediately around you. Roll percentile dice.
I didn't think it would happen, so I didn't have them ready. But you have to always be prepared. Thank you. 41.
41. So you're like scanning and scanning and scanning. You're like, ooh, raindrops, scan. And you like put your hands down and you're like, nothing worked. And when you go like this, you notice that the book and the dagger on your hips that you have collected glow a little bit. You're like, oh, ooh.
It's that.
But that's the only magic that you find.
Fucking magic dagger.
I mean, you could concentrate and figure out the school, but that's the best.
Also, yes.
Right. So it's alteration magic because they're magic items. And then the dagger has a touch of, let's say, necromantic magic. And the book has a good deal of conjuration magic to it. Which strikes you as like obvious because it was being used to summon a thing from a different place.
It's subtext. But that's not like related to the storm.
No, you have
Yeah,
no,
Yeah.
you
no
just-
reason to believe it's
You
related
just
to the
detected
storm.
that those things you got are also magic.
Detect magic is like a 30-foot cone, so like,
Right.
like where you're looking, like I in my mind it's like eyeballs, it's like night vision goggles, but only 30 feet, and instead
Sure.
of night vision, it's magic vision.
Yep.
We'll have to get closer for me to truly be able to identify whether or not this is nature or spooky
Nurture?
nature.
Well, we're
Ah,
going
yes.
back to school.
Closer to the center of the storm?
Yes, it's origin point.
Okay. I
Well,
Thought
does
you
the
meant
center of the
the
storm imply
storm.
that that's the
I'm
origin
like,
point?
we're not getting up there.
Land
Flying.
and sea
He
we
can
have
fly.
covered.
Flying is a
Altitude,
thing
not
people
so
can
much.
do.
Yo, he can fall with style.
He can glide at
He can
best.
Buzz Lightyear. Got it.
Glide is a very useful ability.
That's true.
Does it?
Unfortunately, you don't
we,
get
like-
it till the end of the game.
I imagine that we're on like a small barge still, right? Not on a large ship.
Yeah, it's not like a big sailing.
Would
It's
it
it's
make
like
sense
I
to-
guess like a small galley.
Would it make sense for us to dock immediately? And
There's nowhere to dock.
We're still out
What-
on the ocean when we see this.
Oh, but you said that the storm was centered on like the colonies.
Right,
and-
but it's a very big storm, and the colonies aren't like a perfect perimeter circle. So like because he's seen the map and he has a nature check,
Sure.
he's like, oh, if you did a big circle around all the colonies,
So we're not in the rain yet.
you're like you've been
We're going
sailing into it
towards
for
it.
10 minutes
Oh.
while she was casting detect magic.
Gotcha.
But the rain doesn't appear to be doing anything magical or spooky to anyone.
I mean,
just
it's like
magic
an
rain.
aggressive storm, but it's not like these are hardened sailors, and they
It's-
don't.
it's not like raining
it doesn't
blood or
seem
anything.
like they. Yeah, no, it's not a
It's
rain
just,
of blood.
It's just,
no,
it's just heavy rain
It's
that's
not-
magically
Oh, God.
conjured.
There's not
Are you
birds
just
falling from the
referencing
sky.
video games now from the 90s.
No.
Heavy rain, rain of blood. Like no,
There's
all
a
right.
game called Rain of Blood.
It was part of the Blood Rain series.
Is that
No, you're just thinking of Blood
REI?
I'm
Rain.
thinking Blood Rain.
Yeah, you're just thinking of
Still,
Blood Rain.
still though.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
there's
yes,
no.
his
There's
game I
no.
played, Rain of Blood.
It's the European knockoff. Yeah, there is no bloody rain, or I mean,
And
it's heavy
it's,
rain.
and it's not like doing anything. It's not like making us all sleepy or poisoned. It's just
No. There's
heavy
no
rain,
magical effect,
magically
like-
conjured.
yeah.
I was taking a constitutional and trying to catch up.
I appreciate it.
Wait, we know that it's magically conjured?
No.
I mean, no,
Okay.
But it's
but there's
definitely
not
unnatural.
like it's not.
He said there's something
Nature
unnatural
doesn't
about it.
make
Nature
storms
doesn't make
of
like
Perfect
abrupt, like perfect circular storms
That's
that go from downpour to sunny skies.
Maybe
Often.
nature's working on it.
I mean, Chicago does because it's a nightmare here. But like real places,
We don't know
Thunder,
that Chicago's
snow.
not under some sort of
That's
arcane
true.
works.
That's true.
Actually, according to Rick Hines' 7th Age series, it is.
Great.
So is this storm going to make it difficult to get back to Commonwealth?
It'll slow them down, but like they've sailed in this level of storm before. I mean, you've been in the boat with some of these guys when they've sailed in this level of storm before. So
Okay, good. I'll leave it to them then. I'll sing them the centaur song.
Okay.
The centaur
Oh,
song.
you missed it.
The
You-
centaur
Oh
song.
my
I'm gonna have to
gosh.
you'll have to
gonna
review it on
catch it
YouTube.
on YouTube.
You're gonna die.
Curse
when
my
you see it.
tiny bladder.
Curse your tiny bladder. So it takes you, instead of being another 4 days, it takes about 6 to get all the way to Commonwealth. And it seems peculiar because it seems like there's a lot of like traffic coming in and out of the port, which isn't odd. But there's a series of bells that occur when you kind of pass through the floodgates, the flood walls. and you kind of veer off to the south to a dock that's very rarely used. And the crew looks confused, but it looks like following the directions of the dockmaster. And you end up docking at a slip, and oddly enough, there is a contingent of emerald blades there waiting for the boat.
What did we
To
do?
arrest us.
What did we do?
And they're wielding spears. And Ornath is there kind of like looking upset. And he says, I'm afraid I have to take Skylark into custody.
Blah.
Same reaction.
What did he do?
Murder.